PlayStation 6 news. PlayStation 6 news. The PlayStation 6 will likely be delayed longer than many expected, leaving prices the only thing that will keep evolving and not for the better. This is the second article that has surfaced like this, saying that the PlayStation 6 might get pushed back. For those unaware, Sony announced, as well as Xbox, they're shooting for their next platforms to come out 2027, no later than 2028. But, you know, if you don't keep up with the news, currently there's a thing going on where there's a GPU and a RAM shortage. There's about to be a SSD shortage, and it's because billionaires have decided they all want to build AI data centers all across the world that require tons of water, poisoning the air, taking our jobs, and a shit ton of RAM. And unfortunately, the companies that produce RAM, they have folded to these billionaires and said, hey, this is where the money's at, so fuck the average consumer. Let's pump out the AI. And I think the worst part is there's no way to justify this shit. If maybe somebody can explain it to me, but I think that's the hardest part. Like, I feel like trying to wrap my brain around this. What is this all for? I haven't seen like, I would not be upset with this if one of them came out and said, our AI data centers have found a way to cure cancer. Our AI data centers are so smart. We figured out a way to make it so that everybody has free healthcare in the United States. You needed AI for that? Nigga, just tax Jeff Bezos. I didn't have to ask Grok. Ask that Zuckerberg lizard. Anyways, that was a joke. But on the serious side, if it like cured cancer or it cured all diseases, or how about the common cold? I'll take if it cured the common cold, oh my God, that would be great. Never having to worry about getting like a common cold, but there's nothing going on. If it found a way for, I don't know, people to, like, women to have children without the threat of, you know, losing your life, because that's still a thing, you know. It doesn't happen as often nowadays, but like something to progress society. I know that was super random. I don't know why that came off the top of my head. But something to progress society. Instead we're just generating goofy ass images of fucking Donald Trump with the Halo sword and shit like that. Anyways, with the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series generation having entered its 6th year, many are expecting to get the first glimpse of the next generation of consoles soon. Yeah, I was never suicidal, by the way. In the light of the expected 2027-2028 release window for both systems. However, we are living in very challenging times for console manufacturers who must deal with the current economic situation and soaring RAM prices as they prepare the PlayStation 6 and the next generation Xbox. Although neither Sony nor Microsoft has openly addressed the situation, which is expected to remain challenging for a few years at best, it is very likely to impact their next generation plans significantly. So much so that a known analyst is expecting the PS6 to be delayed from expected 2027 to 2028 release date. In a new report posted on Sandstone Insights in Japanese, respected senior research analyst at MST Financial David Gibson shared some predictions on Sony's third quarter of the current fiscal year. While the report looks at Sony's entire operation, including the television and music businesses, the observation of the company's gaming division was more interesting. For the third quarter, Sony results are expected to beat market expectations, driven by sales of both in-house and third-party games. Translation: even though PlayStation niggas and console gamers as a whole swear there's nothing to play, for some reason, the PS5 and the PS5 Pro is flying off the shelf, and what's flying off the shelf with it? Third-party games. Translation: Madden, 2K, FIFA. And don't lie, because we got the data in case you forgot. Let me most downloaded games. I'll bring it back up in case you fucking forgot. Somehow Black Ops 7 was on that fucking list. All ball and gun games. Third party. These results will likely make it easier for Sony to extend. I just find it fascinating that so many people complain there's nothing to play and then you buy the same. Whatever. Anyways, Sony expects the PS5's life cycle to be extended, with the PS6 likely to be delayed longer than expected. While a delay of the next console generation isn't something we're hearing this month for the first time, the prediction coming from an expert analyst definitely gives more weight to the prospect. However, a longer delay to the 2029-2030 years, or even beyond would make the scenario very particular for the console industry, as Sony and possibly Microsoft would be sitting on hardware that would be outdated by 2030. This would be completely unprecedented, given that the Nintendo Switch 2 successfully launched in 2025, later than the NVIDIA expected, and without cutting-edge technology, but it would be new or both for both Sony and Microsoft. I'm not reading this. You get the gist of it. So they're talking about 29, 30. I'm gonna be honest, I'm cool with this. A lot of people feel like the PS6 is coming too soon because the PS5 was in a weird situation with the scalpers the first 2 years because it came out during COVID. So people, are just now getting to the PS5. It wasn't readily available at a certain time. So I'm okay with them pushing it back to 29, 30. As long as PC games keep pushing graphics or whatever, we'll be okay. We're over here with PC gamers. But the console gamers don't want it to come out too soon. What I will say is, if Sony and Xbox do come out and they announce that their next consoles are not coming out till 29, 30, PS4 niggas, I don't want to hear it. I'm giving you grace. I'm giving you grace. Although I think you guys are full of shit for the last 3 or 4 years, unfortunately, the global economy is not in a good space right now, mainly due to your president, not mine, because I didn't vote for him. This nigga has bombed Nigeria. He had a regime change in Venezuela, threatening another regime change in Greenland. Tariff the world. He announced tariff the world. 10% to anybody who disagrees with him. If you don't believe me, look it up. He said any nation that disagrees with him invading Greenland, tariff them all. Other countries are turning their back. They're not even exchanging info with us anymore. They don't trust us. Right now, the dollar's, it's looking a little spooky. So right now, I am going to give PS4 people and people as a whole a pass because, like, economically, we're just not in a good place. Also with the RAM prices, we don't know what's going on with that. Some people believe that RAM prices will stabilize once these billionaires are done building their AI data centers. And my pushback to that is, that sounds good on paper, but one thing I know about Jeff Bezos and that lizard Zuckerberg is they love printing money. And if they can continue to get away with whatever they want without any proper regulation, I'm not wishing it, but I could see a world where, I know Elon Musk has one data center in Memphis. He's building a second. So we know he wants to expand. Who's to say he doesn't want a third, a fourth, a fifth? Now amplify that, throw in Bezos, Musk, Zuckerberg, Bill Gates on some bullshit too. All these niggas, bruh. Who's to say they don't want 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 data centers all across the world? They're gonna need more RAM. So like the theory some people are saying is that I've seen on social media is we're overreacting because eventually things will stabilize. We just need to let the billionaires do whatever they want and then they'll stop being greedy. I don't know about y'all, but from my perspective, in order to become a billionaire, you have to be greedy. So I suspect they won't stop unless regulation comes into place. And the problem with the regulation thing is I don't think it's gonna come because the person that you elected doesn't believe in that. He believes in let them do whatever they want. And why doesn't he believe in that? Because if he deregulates his billionaire friends, they're going to cut him something under the table. Matter of fact, I read an article today that the president of the United States has made more money in the past year as the president grifting and helping his friends out with tax cuts than he's made in his whole career. Oh yeah, I'm on my soapbox right now. Look this shit up. The guy that some people elected because they believe he's this great businessman, he's a fucking idiot. He has bankrupted a gazillion different companies. Reports are coming out that he's made more money in the last year grifting off you dumbass. Some of you niggas is in the chat. I know you're not gonna say nothing. I know you're going, because every once in a while there'll be somebody in the chat. Well, is there anything you like about Trump? No, nigga. Yeah, because market manipulation. He has made more money in the last year. I want you guys to look this up than he's made in his entire fucking life. This guy's 80 years old. He is a fucking fraud. So because the government is being ran like a fucking mafia and they're all scratching each other's back, it sounds nice on paper that the billionaires will stop making their AI data centers. But they're getting whatever they want. And that's the reason why they were all sitting, including Google, all of them were sitting at the fucking inauguration. They all had a front seat. I'm getting off my soapbox. I'm just giving y'all some food for thought. There's something you can do. There's something you can do. It's called the midterms. Not here to sway anybody, but And the other side ain't perfect, because I hate that argument too. We got to get out the Democratic place. Who said I like them niggas either? Just right now, it really is the lesser of two. There's no way you can tell me that shit would have been worse with Kamala. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Not being an idiot when it's done on your own person, right? A smartphone integrated into your car is not new tech. People need to wake up. Shit gives me a fucking headache, bro. I've never been suicidal. Selling crypto, selling pardons, funneling money to cronies. Yep. You can't convince me they're good people. So, like, at bare minimum, the reason I bring this stuff up and to bring it full circle is, what's the name? It's affecting everything. And it's gonna start affecting your hobbies. Because we might get to a point where the PS6 comes out and you'll never be able to afford it. Why? Because the RAM shortage never stopped. Because these motherfuckers have not been regulated. So the RAM prices stay up, and now the PlayStation 6 is $1,500. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know if I can afford that shit. Matter of fact, I don't know if I want to afford that shit. We might have to go outside, guys. We might have to go find a new hobby or something like that. Feel like I actually know the orange man is going senile. I think he is too. I hope he is. I'm waiting for that notification, man. I'm waiting for that. Can't talk about what notification it is, but you know, just waiting. I'm just waiting for one day where I roll over, 8 a.m. I'm calling everybody, bro. I'm gonna just be dancing on stream and shit. Like, it's a good. I can't wait to log into Twitter. That's gonna be a great day, bro. Anyways, so yeah, I'm cool with it being 29.30. I'm just, from a long-term standpoint, I am worried that this RAM shit is not gonna stop. Mainly because we know that these people like making money, and there's no stopgaps to stopping them to getting what they want. Because I'm gonna tell you, before I move on, I'm gonna tell you one thing I think, this is just speculation. One thing I think is these dudes are super ego driven, and one of them wants to say that they're the first world's trillionaire, right? And I think Elon Musk is close. So like, it's like a dick measuring contest. They trying to deregulate as much as possible because they're trying to become the world's first trillionaire, so they can brag about that shit. And the worst part is there's somebody in this chat right now that believes that shit is going to trickle down to you, even though nothing has ever trickled down since that devil Ronald Reagan got into office. Y'all keep buying that dumbass shit. Anyways, just get on your knees, TBH. It's coming. It's gonna trickle. It's gonna trickle. No, it's not, nigga. Shut the fuck up, bro. These idiots. It's a bunch of Lex Luthors, but they don't got his fitness routine. Oh, I don't know. Jeff Bezos is looking kind of buff lately. I don't know if you've seen. Jeff Bezos buff. He's looking kind of buff lately. Yeah, Jeff Bezos looked like he looked like real life Lex Luthor. This nigga looked like he might fight Superman. I don't know. The rest of them, nah, but he looked like he could fight Superman. On a more lighthearted, I'm like, nah, Jeff Bezos been working out, bro. That or he on that TRT, because I do find it kind of, how old is he? Bezos. Jeff Bezos has been a weenie his whole life. Nah, he might be on TRT. He might be on that shit, chat. I do find it kind of weird that this nigga's been scrawny his entire life, and then at 62 years old, he just got jacked out of nowhere. He's got to be on TRT. As somebody who's got a background in fitness, that doesn't make any sense, because like soon as you hit like 35, your testosterone levels start to take a crazy dip if you don't take care of yourself. And he's always been like scrawny. Like you can slow it down if you, that's why take care of yourself, weight lift, keep your T levels high. If you feel like you're having trouble getting it up, your T levels might be kind of low. It's kind of weird that he got jacked out of nowhere at 60. That's not believable. Yeah, he just got buffed randomly, like fucking SpongeBob. But anyways, Jeff Bezos wants to go to space, and so does EA with the return of Mass Effect. Now, PS4 niggas, you guys have not been able to afford a PS5. You swear the job market has just been horrible for the last 10 years. Nobody's been able to get a job except for some reason everybody in your family. All your friends is just you. Well, you know, here on this stream, I'm not here for making just jokes. I'm also about solutions. EA is looking for a new gameplay production director for the Mass Effect series. Now, I don't know if I want a PS4 nigga working on this game, but if you have a background in production, here's a job for you. A new job listing shows that EA is laying the foundation for the next Mass Effect game. It has been the better part of a decade since the last release in the Mass Effect series, 2017's Andromeda, and now EA has made the public move to secure the franchise direction. A new job listing from EA notes that the company is seeking a production director to serve as a leader on the next title of the game, or the next game in the series. EA is hoping the new Mass Effect production director has 10 plus years of experience of AAA titles, deep ARPGs, and RPG knowledge and proven team building. Specifically, the job listing says, we are looking for a production director with a passion for the Mass Effect universe to serve as a high impact leader on our next ME title. You will partner closely with creative leadership, studio teams, and internal and external partners to champion the game's vision and ensure its execution at its highest quality bar. Now, keep in mind, you're not going to be working on a PS4, but you know. The White House will never admit he's sick. Yeah, but they don't need to. I mean, his face is like literally drooping, which is a sign of something. So that's why they can say whatever. It's called propaganda. They can say whatever the fuck they want. We have eyes. Yo, shout out to Brute Mad with the sub. You bruising and not healing. That's not a good sign. In November 2025, Mass Effect's executive producer Mike Gamble proclaimed that EA and BioWare remain committed exclusively to the series and noted that there are more stories to tell in the universe. They're just yapping at this point. So yeah, if you're looking to get hired, here you go. This will help you get a job. Here you go. I'm gonna drop this in the chat. If anybody is interested in game development, it's in Alberta, Canada. From my understanding, that's the Texas of Canada. So, you know, jobs. Please don't fuck up Mass Effect, EA. In other news, I thought this was interesting. FD called him the Walking Dead type shit. This was interesting news, and I'm curious to hear everybody's take on this. More lighter note. Power World developer Pocket Pair requires game designer candidates to provide screenshots of their Steam library and playtime, according to the CEO. Game designers hoping to work for Pocket Pair, the developer behind Craftopia and Power World, need to be vicarious Steam gamers to even have their applications considered. Joining in on the discussion among Japanese game developers on Twitter, Pocket Pair's CEO recently shared some tidbits about how the company hires new talent. At Pocket Pair, he writes on Twitter, we ask game designer candidates to submit screenshots of their playtime history on Steam. In fact, if you don't play games on Steam at all, you won't make it past the resume screening stage. Now, according to Ms. Obi, apart from the fact that he wants to hire genuine hardcore Steam gamers as staff, the purpose of this is also to test the candidates' sensibilities as game designers. During interviews, applicants are asked to analyze the most played games in their libraries, which includes breaking down game mechanics and systems, explaining why certain design choices must have been made, and what distinguishes a specific title from other games in the same genre. It's a little invasive. You're a game designer. That's no different than what job. Yeah, so I'm leaning towards I'm cool with this because they're saying like you want to be a game designer here, you need to prove you play games. Like nobody who casually play games should be a game designer, in my opinion. The same way nobody who casually plays basketball should be a pro basketball player. And nobody who casually likes, I don't know, checking someone's health should be a fucking doctor. You should be properly trained for that shit. I think where I deviate and I draw the line on this story is why specific Steam? I don't think that's fair. Like I think they should change that to, if you want to work here, you need to show us your Steam, Xbox, or PlayStation library. No Ouya, and no PS4. You need to show us your library. You also need to show us maybe you played some more recent games, because I get what they're going. They want to see if you understand mechanics and what are some of the more recent innovative gameplay titles. I think it's really weird that they're really stiff about only Steam, because I can also counter argue and say that your games are not that creative. Maybe you need to open it up to the console as well and games as a whole. The Epic Game Store, you got to show you actually beat some games, because you know most people just be getting free games on there. Don't nobody actually be on that bid, bro. But I mean, I think the intention is good. I think they need to tweak it a little bit. It's proper gatekeeping. It's like anything else. You should be able to prove that you're into something. Shit, I wish I could get a job by showing them my Steam library. I'm overly qualified. Well, you also have to be somebody who knows game design and coding and shit. I think what they're saying is they don't just want somebody who understands the X's and the O's. They want somebody who also understands creativity as well. And that's why specifically it says in this article, they ask questions about being able to distinguish a specific title from other games in the same genre and the mechanics that it has. They want you to be able to break down gameplay mechanics on a deeper level and not just say, I know how to make a pixel move, basically. Which, you know, that's cool, but I hope it pays off into something more unique than a Pokemon ripoff with guns. Because that, on the flip side, I'm like, you guys are being kind of harsh in comparison to other companies when your games are really not that great. Yeah, someone from the culture who's qualified. So I'm kind of halfway. I'm halfway understanding where they're coming from, but we can tweak this a little bit. We can tweak this. I just want to see what everybody thought. I thought that was an interesting story. Maybe sure, check those achievements. Yeah, until the AI features come out, like the AI features on the PlayStation 6, where the game will basically play itself, then the achievements won't matter. Unless they make it to where you can't get achievements for using AI. I hope that's what they do. Because then people could just pretend like they play a lot of games. Like, yeah, I played every nominated game this year. I played all 50 games nominated at the Game Awards 2035. How did you do that? Like, didn't sleep? Didn't sleep? No, you didn't. You fucking used that AI. They're probably using Steam because it's generally used and no versus other storefronts and launchers. It's probably also more convenient because games are developed on PC. So since they're a game studio, they probably have a shit ton of PCs sitting right there and they're like, log into your Steam and show your account, boy. Have you heard about the Panther resurgence in Philadelphia? You talking about the Black Panthers? Yeah, I heard about it. I have mixed feelings about that. I don't know. I got to get more details on them. I'm leaning towards don't trust them. I don't know. I don't know. I seen FD6 say something about it, and I watched another dude. I forgot his name. He always shows up on my algorithm. Light-skinned dude. He usually has really good takes. I've seen some stuff about it. Yeah, some people are saying he's a CIA agent. I just think it's very weird that these new Black Panther parties, I think Sig said it and I agreed, they're always reactionary and you have to watch for that shit because if you really know Black history, the Black Panthers were not reactionary. They were proactive, meaning they weren't waiting for something to happen. They were actively building relationships and also producing programs while also reacting to the bad things that were happening in the neighborhood. But like these people that just pop up and he just had an interview and he's like, we're going to shoot some ICE agents. You got to watch them, man. I don't know. I need Young. I think his name is Young Don. I'll look him up. Yeah, I think his name is Young Don. He usually has good takes. Let's see. Is it? That's Kelly Oubre, ain't it? What the fuck? That's Kelly Oubre. Oh, Young Don. No, this ain't him. Oh, is this him? Yeah, this is him. This is him. This dude right here. He popped. Oh, it is Young Don. Yeah, he always pops up. He usually has pretty good takes. This thing look like Kelly Oubre. Shout out to him. Yeah, he usually has some pretty good takes. What's the name? He used to make animations. Okay, that makes sense. I swear to God, that's Kelly Oubre Jr. He looks different. This is why you can't trust fucking AI and Google. This shit's ass. But yeah, him and FD6 said some really interesting things that I kind of agree. I need more. I'm sitting back and I'm watching them. I need more details on that because that could be some CIA shit, man. We got to watch that. That one Black Panther that said it isn't our fight is a Fed for real. We gonna see. We gonna see. And other news, the first trailer for Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord. First 2 episodes premiere on April 6th, Disney Plus. As a matter of fact, let me go to YouTube because this is not a full. Yeah, that corny, performative, non-grassroots. Who knows where it's been? I've seen a few non-Black people that's not the Black Panther. Like, what the hell? Yeah, you can't be a Black Panther if you're not Black. That's literally the rule. Black Panthers, if you know the history, the Black Panthers worked with other people. Fred Hampton had the Rainbow Coalition where he worked with other ethnic groups. He worked with the Hispanics and the Caucasus Mountain white people. That's why they killed his ass, because he was bringing people together. But you could not be a Black Panther if you were not Black. The fact they got people who are not Black and that, like, I wouldn't trust that shit, chat. Like, it's like a little sus to me. Like, make your own group, nigga. We're clout chasing. Anyways, Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord first trailer. Let's check it out. Yeah, I don't trust them new news.
Times have changed. I will show you the galaxy for what it truly is.
Who's seen the trailer? What's the vibe on this?
New perspective.
Is this what our future holds? Always running.
I seen this trailer already. I think it looks pretty good.
What are we dealing with?
Good question. And I offer you an opportunity.
Reheating Clone Wars chicken nuggets. Yeah, I don't know why that's so funny. Reheating Clone Wars chicken nuggets. You're not wrong, though. That's funny, man. I was like, it looks good. It looks good, but what I will say is like I wasn't blown away by this. It feels like this is something to watch. I'll put it on the watch list, but I'm not like super excited about it. Mainly kind of what you were saying. It's reheating the Clone Wars chicken nuggets. But on the flip side, another reason I'm not super excited about it, and like I'll get to it when I get to it, is because we know what happens to Maul. Eventually he finds Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan was like, God damn, bro, like you still mad? And then cut that nigga up in 30 seconds, bro. So it's like, you know, it's kind of like the Biggie in the Tupac movie. Like, we know what happened, bro. You're going to get clapped a second time. The point I'm trying to make is like, there's no way for this show to have any proper implications on the timeline because he's going to die.
We have all been made to suffer. We survive.
Yeah, it looks good visually, yeah.
But do not live. The Emperor wants you dead.
Palpatine's back.
Broken.
Hang on!
And empires can be shattered.
It's interesting, you know, wait. I don't know. Andor did some great stuff, even though we knew where it was going. That's fair. That's fair. And that's why I said I'm going to give it a shot. I think it looks good. I'm just skeptical because of that. You're right. You're right. It could go somewhere. I do wish Star Wars would focus on newer stuff. It's more nostalgia bait. But, you know, I'll put it on I'll watch it. I'll get to it. But, like, I'm not like, this is not like a day one I need to watch it. I'll get to it when I get to it. It looks all right. It looks good. It looks all right. Now, what I am excited for is Big Invincible Season 4 trailer dropped. I say this one. I ain't watched this one yet. It's time. Big Thrag is in the building.
Take a night off. We don't get to take a night off.
He the hero. Wait, are those robots' arms? What the fuck? What happened? Did something happen I don't remember in Season 3? I feel like I got to watch it. He's in the mark getting pieced up. Let's go. No, you're not wrong. This motherfucker do be getting his ass beat, man. Like, I hope we have like a training arc where he could learn throw some hands or something, because it does feel like his name is Invincible just because he doesn't die, but not in a good way. Like, like he's Wolverine. He's like, Mark is like Wolverine, but he can't fight. Like, I know he the king of the Viltrumites, but this nigga, he's black. I don't care what nobody say. Thrag is black. Look at that fucking haircut. He light skinned at least. At fucking least. And he got that shit on, bruh. We gonna see some. I mean, people who read the books already knew who he was, but like, watch. By this time next year, because of this show, we gonna see a lot of Thrag cosplays. Watch. What's the name? This season looked like fuck all that world building and shit. This looked like straight gas. It's gonna, if you have not caught up, you're gonna have to catch up because it's gonna be straight blood and fighting in this bitch, bruh. In the next season too. With the 80s cocaine fur jacket, you know it. His character design is fucking fire. It's fire. I'm excited. March 18th. So a couple months. This is a day one. I will be on this. I will be on this shit, bruh. Who's Thrag's barber? That's a good question because he is in space. Who did get his shit extra crispy? Another trailer. This one kind of threw me off. If you're a fans of Backyard Sports, it threw me off because I just wasn't expecting it. Backyard Sports is getting an animated special that drops on YouTube in a few days on January 29th.
Oh, that's
Not a Big Pablo.
This is the Backyard Baseball Squad. We live for this. We breathe for this.
Space T and is confirmed. We usher in a new generation of Backyard Sports fans.
Quite the collection of characters. Start the game!
I feel like this actually would work well as like a kid's show. It looks good animated.
This makes it look too easy.
January 29th, if you're into that stuff on YouTube.